Hello everybody, I hope everyone is doing well and welcome back. It's been a minute, but over the course of this week, I put up a bunch of polls on my Instagram with products for you guys to choose from. It's been a while since I've done an Instagram chooses my makeup, and these videos are always so fun to film. I included a lot of products I have not tried yet, so there's going to be some first impressions trickled into today's video, so that's going to be fun. So before we get into it, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already. It means so much to me, and let's get to it. Forgive me if this video is going to be a little rusty. I haven't filmed in like a week and a half, and I feel like a little nervous, a little stage fright or something. So the first products I put head to head in my first poll were the Becca Doing Tint and the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and the Hollywood Flawless Filter won with 57%. So I'm going to be using this one in the shade 2.5, and I'm just going to apply it like usual on the high points of my face. And I'm just going to blend it out with this Quo Beauty sponge I've been testing out. It's pretty soft, it absorbs a lot of water, and it grows nicely. Kind of a weird description, but I don't know, feels nice right now. I don't usually put some on my chin. I'm just gonna try to remove that because I don't like looking like I have like a greasy chin. So now for my foundations, I put two up that I have not tried yet. The first one is the new YSL foundation, and the other one is the new Bare Minerals Original Liquid Mineral Foundation, and the Bare Minerals one with 57% again. So I just swatched the three shades I received, and I don't know if I'm gonna have a perfect match today. I feel like they're all a little bit deep for my skin tone, and they also might be the wrong undertone for me, so I might have to mix this pinkier one with this really yellow one. This shade right here is Golden Ivory number 7, and the pinkier one right here is Light Beige 09, and this one over here was Neutral Ivory 06. So I'm not sure. I actually don't really know much about this foundation, so I'm just gonna quickly pull it up on Sephora just so we can see what kind of finish it is. There's 29 shades, but a majority of them are for light and medium skin tones. Maybe I'll put in a screenshot so you can see, and even the swatches look half-assed on the deep side. What is this shade range? Oh dear. In 2021, I think not. I also received the Sephora collection with Coach. Look how cute this brush set is. I'm going to be trying out some of the brushes today. I'll use this one first. It looks like a good one for foundation, but look how fun that is. I actually received the entire collection. It's sitting right there. You can see it kind of in the corner. Let me know if you'd like to see a video of me using it or something. So I'm going to mix those two shades together. I feel like that might actually work now. I'm just going to sweep it on first. I was bamboozled by the shade range. I forgot to see what this is about. It says that it is a medium buildable coverage, and it has a naturally luminous finish. I haven't tried much from Bare Minerals. They haven't really come out with anything that was on my radar at all or anything. I don't know. How do you guys feel about Bare Minerals? Oh my god, I'm gonna be orange. Oh, it's like completely peeling off my face. Look at around my lip. And I just have like my moisturizer on. I didn't even put anything different. And I see all this. It looks like I have dry skin everywhere. I don't know if this is going to work for me today. I might have to use the YSL one. Plus I look a little Cheeto-y, if you know what I mean. Nope, I'm gonna wipe it off, restart. Sorry, I completely ejected myself from finishing what I was saying about Bare Minerals, and what I was getting at is basically I've never had a product from them that I enjoyed yet, and I don't think today's the video either. But I quickly wiped it off, and I added some more of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter on, and I'm going to be trying out this YSL foundation, and this is the Touche Eclat Le Teint foundation. I have one shade here. I have the shade BD25 Warm Beige. So I pulled up the information about this foundation as well, and the shade range is not the best. It's not the worst I've seen, but there's still a lot of room for improvement in my opinion here. This is a liquid foundation and it says that it has a breathable coverage for hydration and a healthy natural glow. It has a medium coverage, radiant finish. So we'll give this one a shot. Hopefully this shade will be better for my skin tone. And I'm also going to be using another foundation brush, and this is the Moda complexion brush. The other one has been compromised. So, okay, that's a better shade. I don't know if it's going to be the best for me, but we shall see. While I'm applying this, I'll tell you all about my little break I took. I needed to take a little break from working just because I was starting to have like anxiety sleeps, and I haven't dealt with those in a really, really long time, like probably ever since high school and after high school. Basically, whenever I would try to fall asleep, it felt fine, and then all of a sudden I would just like fall and I'd wake up panicking about work, or I just couldn't fall asleep properly and I wouldn't feel rested when I woke up. It was just affecting everything and ultimately making me feel more stressed and more stressed and more stressed. So I just needed to stop that and just really focus on taking care of myself and getting the rest I needed, and I'm completely better. I feel really well rested. I'm eating better. I have been on a good workout routine. Things are looking up right now. It's good. But over the course of the week, I've made some improvements on things I didn't really have time for before. I finally purchased the flooring for my house, and I'm on the way to planning my kitchen reno because my kitchen reno has to come first before I change up the floors. So I'm a little stressed about that, but it's like a good stress because I love flipping homes or anything like that. It makes me so excited. And I will be vlogging the whole process as well, so keep tuned for that. But that's what I've been doing. It was really nice to get the things I was putting off done. I feel like a big weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and it's exciting to see progress happening to this house finally. I'm just building that up a little bit more in the areas where I want a touch more coverage, and I want to see what this foundation is capable of, and it's looking quite nice right now. The shade match is actually pretty good. I feel like it looks like it suits me quite well, but that looks actually quite flawless and very smooth. Thank goodness, because that last one was scary. Here, I'll give you a nice close-up so you can see. I think this one looks pretty good. It's a natural look, but I look nice and blurred and like perfected, but it still looks very natural. What do you guys think? So now moving on to concealer, I put up the Pat McGrath concealer next to the Bare Minerals original concealer and the Bare Minerals one with 55%. So hopefully things don't go sideways right now. Okay, so I have 3 shades here. I'm just gonna quickly swatch them to see what color would work best for me, and I think they only have like 7 shades in this concealer. Let me check that actually. Oddly enough, this one isn't on their website, neither is it on Sephora. They have the Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer, but this one is the original liquid mineral concealer. So I don't really have any more info on it. I couldn't find it anywhere online, strangely enough. And I'm going to be using the shade Fair 1W. I'm gonna start off with 3 little dots, and I'm going to blend it out with this. How's there cat hair on here? I'm wearing nothing that has ever graced the presence of a cat. And a cat hasn't been in this house ever, so I'm confused. This sponge is kind of tricky to get into the under eye. I wish it was a little bit more pointy on the tip, but it does a pretty good job at everything else so far. Okay, that concealer actually looks really nice. It's very glow giving under the eye. I would say it's like a medium coverage. I'm just gonna build it up a little bit more right in here, just so I can see what this does. And it actually looks really nice and smooth under there. Here, I'll bring you guys in a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. See, there's like a really nice healthy glow to it, and it looks quite seamless, and it's not accentuating any fine lines or anything or settling into them right away. We'll see how it wears in a bit, but on its own it looks quite nice. I am going to set it with a little bit of powder as always, but this is a finish that I do enjoy in my concealers. I feel like it just looks really, really healthy. So speaking about powders, I put up the Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder next to the Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder, and the Charlotte Tilbury one with 60%. And I'm using the shade 1 Fair, and this is a really great powder. I actually really love this one on the face, but under the eyes sometimes it can be a little hit or miss. So we'll see how it pairs with this concealer. So I'm just going to take some on this little eyeshadow brush from the Coach collection, just so I can precisely apply it where I need it. I find that sometimes this can make my concealers look a little bit cakey right under the eye, but on the skin it looks phenomenal. It kind of deepened up the concealer, but the concealer was lighter than I would usually wear, so I feel like it kind of made a balance. But it does kind of deepen up my concealers. That's not my favorite thing, but on the face it looks so nice. I'm going to be using this brush from the Coach collection just to set my forehead. This one is a really great blurring powder. It just looks so smooth, but you still have some radiance peeking through. It's a really, really great powder formula. I have a significant dent in here, if you can see. This one's my go-to to kind of blot and refresh my face during the day. Plus it's a really nice seamless packaging, so you can just fit it into whatever makeup bag and it doesn't take up a lot of space. So I do really love that powder. So now for bronzer, I put up the Kosas bronzer right next to the Nabla bronzer, and the Kosas one with 54%. So I will be using this one today. I'm using the shade Light. Still smells like hamburger fingers to me. And I'm going to be using my trusty discontinued Airbrush Precision Foundation brush. Maybe one day they'll bring it back, but I doubt it. I just love that bronzer. It looks so good. You smell weird, you feel weird, but you look good. So that's all that matters, I guess. So now for my highlighter, I put up the Nabla Skin Glazing Amnesia highlighter right next to the Vesca highlighter, and Nabla one with 61%. And I love this highlighter. I often kind of forget about it. It just gets lost in my collection, but every time I bring it out, it's so nice. I love how it's a powder, but it gives such a glass glow to your cheekbones. So I'm just going to apply that with my Moda Glow brush. I'm just going to paint a little bit on first, and then I'll really go in and polish it up. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to take some on my fingertip and just throw it into my inner corner. Moving on to blush. This one was a tricky one because I was really torn myself. I wanted to use both, but I put up the Cosmetics new Heaven's Glow blush in the shade Venetian Rose next to the Persona Terracotta blush, and the Cosmetics Venetian Rose blush won with 72%. So this one won by a landslide. I'm gonna try this brush right here from the Coach one. It's the nice angled fluffy one. There aren't any numbers or anything on each of these brushes, so this is the angled one. I just quickly swatched it next to the serum blush version. So here's the serum texture and here's the powder one. I feel like the serum texture brings out the more brown tones within it, the bronzier colors, whereas the powder version kind of brings out that more rosy pink vibe. Both so stunning, but I do find that there's a subtle difference between them. Color-wise, obviously formula-wise as well. So I'm just going to start applying it with this brush, and this one is pretty pigmented. I'm just warning you, build it up slowly. And I'm applying this one a little bit higher on my cheekbone today, just because I wanted a lifted cheek effect, kind of layering this one right on top of my highlight and my bronzer, kind of. And I'm gonna take a little tiny bit and put it on my nose. And by bit, I meant a lot, I guess. I love that color. So cute. So now before moving on to my eyeshadow and my eyebrows, I'm going to be setting my face with a little bit of a spray. And I put up the Benefit the Professional Super Setter right next to the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. And you guys chose the Milk one, which I am happy about. This is one of my favorites. And I also think this packaging and the whole vibe of it is beautiful. So I'm just going to give my face a couple spritzes. It's brow time, and I have two new brow pencils here. I received the House Labs ones as well as the Huda Beauty pencils, and Huda Beauty won with 58%. And when they posted their swatches of these eyebrow pencils on their page, it killed me, because like, how can you tell what shade you are with these tiny little lines? They all look the same. They all look the same. It's crazy. So I was just quickly swatching to see which one would suit my brows the best. And I'm going to be using the shade 7 Black Brown. And oh my goodness, this is the tiniest little pencil thing I've ever seen. That is the finest one I've ever used. While I was swatching them, a few of them broke while I was swatching, and it was barely scrolled up, so I feel like this is a little bit dry and waxy. That's just how it felt on the back of my hand, but we'll see on the actual brows. What's on the other side actually? Oh, a spoolie. Okay, that's good. The only problem with these super fine brow pencils is that you run through them like crazy because it takes a lot more product to spread around. It actually applies really, really nicely on the brows. It's a lot more glidey than it was on the back of my hand, so that's really nice. I'm gonna try to do like a little hair-like strokes in the front. Let's see. Okay, that was way better than I was expecting. Really nice and soft. It's not too pigmented, but it's pigmented enough that you're not working on them all day. So now for my brow gel, I put up the Cosmetics brow cream that I always go in with right next to the Quo Beauty brow gel, and the Cosmetics one won with 65%, which I was actually surprised by, just because I use this in pretty much every single one of my videos. But I'm not complaining. This one's really easy and quick to use. I'm using the shade Ebony, and I just comb through my brows and kind of give them a nice tint and lift. And I love this product because it just makes me look like I have much more brows than I actually do. Most times I'll just use it on its own, but I'm going to go for a more dramatic brow look today. And I wouldn't strip you guys from an intermission, so while I'm off priming my eyes with the NYX Studio Photogenic eyeshadow base, please enjoy the eye base intermission. Okay, it's eyeshadow time, and the palettes I put head to head were the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Neutral Palette right next to the new Melt Cosmetics Neutral Browns stack, which is the freaking cutest thing ever. This one won with 65%, and I'm really, really happy about that. I've used this a couple times during my little mini break, and it's so cute. And these tones pair really, really well with any lip color, and it's just so small and compact. It has paper packaging, and you just pull them out like this. It's so, so cute. I'm going to be using mostly the browns today. I'm first going to use this one right here. There's 3 browns in here. Let me just hold them all up. Like that. I'm gonna be using these 3 today. First, starting off with the lightest one, and I'm using a Melt Cosmetics 818 brush, and I'm using this as my first crease slash transitional shade. Now I'm going to dip into the medium brown shade, the same brush, and I'm just going to help this little ombre out, the beginning of an ombre. I'm going to use this Coach brush. This is a nice packing and shading brush, And I'm going to mix up the two deeper browns, the medium one and the deepest one together. And I'm going to start packing that all over my lid. And I'm just softening up the edges with that first shade. I'm now just going to take the deepest tone alone with this ColourPop E29 brush. I'm going to hug this really close to my lashes, just on the outer corner. And I'm just going to wipe that off a touch, and I'm going to use the middle tone alone. And I'm going to bring this all the way in. And now with a smaller blending brush, this is a Royal Langnickel Eye Highlighter. I'm going to use that first one we went in with to soften everything up under here. So I think I'm going to keep it at that, just like a nice, subtle, smoky, bronzy eye. I'm just going to catch this eye up to speed real quick, and I'll be right back. I almost forgot one step, and I asked if I should use some eyeliner, and 67% of you said yes. And I'm going to be trying out this new Bite Upswing Extreme Longwear Liquid Eyeliner. I'm not usually a super fan of liquid eyeliners in this kind of packaging. I like pens sometimes, but my favorite to use is a cream or a potted eyeliner. So this is what the brush tip looks like. It looks like it's a felt at the top. We'll see, I haven't done a wing in a while. Wish me luck, guys. Oh, it has a very flexy tip, which I actually like because it follows through really nicely. It seems to be a quick drying formula. It's starting to get a little tacky. That was pretty easy to use. Cute. Okay, I'm just gonna repeat that on this side real quick. This eye was super easy. This one I had a little bit more trouble. I found that it kind of skipped on this eye for some reason. The product kept drying out on the brush while I was working with it. So that's something to note. I do really like how black it is, and it also is a matte formula, which usually these types of products, they always have kind of a sheen running through them, but I do enjoy how matte this is. I just wish I had a little bit more work time. So now for mascara, I put Head to Head the Benefit They're Real Magnet Mascara right next to the Maybelline Sky High, and the Maybelline Sky High one with 63%. And I've tried this out a couple times, and then it started to pop up on my TikTok For You page, and everyone is obsessed with this mascara, and I've tried it a couple times and I have not had that experience. And I feel, frankly, really left out. So I'm gonna see if I can get it to work for me today. I think people really like this one because it's very lengthening, but I find that it's really hard to control this one because the wand is so flexible. It doesn't follow through your lash well, and then it doesn't lengthen to its full potential. I don't know how the TikTokers are doing it, because now it doesn't look good. It looks really good on my bottom lashes, but I don't really love how it looks like on my top. I'm going like this so you can really see. It's not for me. I don't like it. I'm gonna be left out of this one. So now let's move on to the lips. I'm actually loving how my makeup is turning out today. I feel really good about myself. So for my lip liners, I have two formulas here. I put Head to Head the new Lawless lip liners next to the new Persona ones. And the Persona ones won with 63%. But before I choose one of these colors, I feel like I should match it with one of the lip colors I'll be using. And for that category, I put Head to Head the Legendary Wear Matte lipsticks from Pat McGrath, right next to the new Melt Cosmetics Warm Nudes little mini set. And the Melt Cosmetics ones won with 62%. I swatched them right on my hand here. Here are all the colors in that little kit. So this one right here is Suntan, and I'm eyeing this one for today. I think it looks really, really nice. The one right next to it is Undercover. The middle, oh not middle, this one right here, it's like a light peach, is Dilemma. This one over here is Shameless, and this one right here is Saucy. So I might mix a few, but suntan looks really, really nice. And I'm going to pair the Persona lip liner in the shade Almond with that. I think that looks really, really nice together. These two right here, I feel like they'll complement each other nicely. These feel really, really soft. I pushed too hard on my hand and I kind of broke one of them. So I feel like it's gonna be nice and glidey. Ooh, they are. I really like that color. And I like how it has kind of like a soft blur effect too. It doesn't give a super harsh lip line. That's really pretty. Really easy to use and diffuse as well. So now I'm going to add a little bit of this suntan lip stick right in the center. I'm gonna dab it on. The only issue I have with the Melt Bullet lipstick formula is that I find it to be a little on the dry, tuggy side. As I'm just applying a tiny bit, you can see it kind of accentuates my lip lines. The color is really, really nice though. So I feel like you might want to pair this with a little bit of lip balm underneath, but I just find that they are a little dry for my tastes. But they always have really, really cool, interesting colors. Wow. Okay, is it summertime? Love it. So now moving on to the last poll, and I asked you guys if I should add a little bit of gloss on top, and 63% of you guys said yes. So I'm going to be trying out the Makeup by Mario lip glosses. I've never tried these before. I received these 4 shades right here. I'm really eyeing this one. I feel like this one will suit the vibe the most. This is the shade Golden Nude. It's the Pro Volume lip gloss. Ooh, it has like a nice little curved wand. Just like that. Just gonna add. They smell very like cosmetic-y, like chemical-y. They don't really smell good. Yeah, I feel like that suits this look. I don't know if this is my favorite gloss formula ever. It feels very average. I like the shine it adds. It's not as luxurious feeling as the Tower 28 ones or the M Cosmetics ones, or what else do I have here? The Kosas ones. I don't know, it feels a little bit more similar to a lot of the drugstore formulations. It's on the thinner side. Okay, so here is the finished final look. What do you guys think of it? I, for one, love it. The only thing I'm noticing is that the foundation around my mouth is starting to look pretty cakey and visible, but it looks incredible everywhere else. The concealer is holding up nicely. I feel like this was a giant success, and the eyeliner is holding up so far. I'll see how it wears. I want to test it out a couple more times. Same goes for the other new things that I brought in, but let me know what you guys think of today's look. I really, really love it. I'm excited to go take some photos of it real quick, and a big thank you to you guys for choosing all of these products. I feel like you guys did a bomb job. So that is all from me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really hope you enjoyed today's video and found it fun or helpful. If you did, please give it a like. It would help me out so very much. I'll make sure to link all of these products in the description down below as always, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.